It's minicamp and OTA season, and today we're looking at the Seattle Seahawks and getting another look at Jalen Milroe. We're going to watch him toss the ball around, shoot a dart downfield, everything else, but you need to click that subscribe button right now because we're looking at practice every day. Rookie camp, minicamp, OTA, soon-to-be training camp, all right here. You want to see what your rookies are doing? Right here. If you want to know what those guys are doing that you're getting ready to draft in fantasy, it's right here. Those quarterback battles, guys on your favorite team, right here. Click that button. Stop missing out. You need to know what your players are doing before the season starts. But almost 3 minutes of clips. Got a couple new ones here in the beginning. Also some from rookie camp. But we're going to let it rip. We'll loop this. Keep talking ball. There we are. There we are. Slinging it. There it is. There it is. Pretty ball. And the arm talent's immense. The arm talent is immense there with Jalen Milroe. That is the one thing you can say about him. Now, is it like a drill where you're seeing everything here? No. Pitch and catch should look like pitch and catch, but it flicks out there. Here's some more. Milroe is a quarterback we're paying attention to. We're watching Darnold. We're watching this team. We're watching Milroe, how he develops. We'll see more come training camp for sure. And watching as the pads come on here about a month and a half from now and how things are looking when we get to the joint practices and whatever Seattle allows us to see. They've been quiet on the clips lately. They've been very quiet. Not the quietest team. That's the Cowboys. They've been ultra quiet by giving us barely anything. Jalen Milroe, though, what I like about him is he's in a position here where he can develop and he can learn on the side and progress. This team has had a third-round pick hit for them before, and he's got some traits in his game that could allow him to excel at the NFL level. The arm strength, pushing it downfield, the mobility for sure. That is going to be fun to watch. It's going to be fun to watch and see how he develops. Like, can we crack the field? When do you think he's going to start, if he's going to start? Do you think more like 2026, 2027? Do you think he'll get his opportunity this year? And if you think that, how do you feel about the Seattle Seahawks as a whole this year? Or do you think the talent's so high? So, Alabama fans, when I talk about like Keelan Russell, Alex Mack, and I talk about Ty Simpson during the off season, like the start of it in January, February, a lot of times in the comment section, they'll bring up Jalen Milroe like they're happy he's gone. And that's something that I've noted with him about what they were saying. One thing is true, that he will miss big in certain moments. And we've seen that at the Senior Bowl. We saw that there as well. But the talent's there. Like, there's tons of upside with this kid. And he's in the position where he does not have to be out there now. He just has to develop. He just has to learn the system and get better. He just has to sharpen his skills. Sharpen his accuracy. There's that deep ball. This came out a couple days ago. And just get better. That's the thing about this. And the thing is, we're in a different system now where we can get coached up. Maybe we tend to the coaching staff better than we did at Alabama. Maybe that happens. We're going to mature more as we get older. We got some tools, though. Like, we got the flick of the wrist and the ball's coming out like a laser. If we're rolling outs and there's space, we're gone. There's yards. We're not supposed to be the guy right now, so we're not going to be thrown to the wolves. That's going to allow him to have some time to develop. I think that's a good thing for him. We have 2 good running backs. Actually, more than that. We're actually set at the running back position. Both running backs can go down, and they still got some hosses back there. Out of Elijah Arroyo in the second round. We got some talent coming up at tight end. A.J. Barner made some plays. Jackson Smith-Njigba is very steady, and he's been developing on the upswing. Cooper Kupp, create separation. It's going to be good. Short to intermediate on the outlet. But in a few years, if that's his time, it'll be different. It'll be a different cast of characters around him. And it could be somebody else at wide receiver as well. And it really depends on what happens. And if he does come out early, and maybe he shows some promise, maybe it's the last couple games of the season or something, they throw him out there to get some opportunity and some experience. What if they're in a part of the draft where they can pay up and get another wide receiver? Maybe they do that. Maybe something happens where they're at a certain part of the draft where that's the best bet for them, depending on the player pools, and they make that move. And next thing you know, he's taking another step forward in his development, and they got more weapons. Maybe that happens. There's a lot of what ifs. And I'm talking what ifs, not like takes. That's different. I'm just talking in circles here, just getting a gauge. But what do we do know about Jalen Milroe? We got the skills to succeed, as in arm strength, one of the strongest arms in the draft. We got mobility. We're cool, calm, collected. At Alabama, we did have some misses. We did see that at the Senior Bowl as well. We can definitely call that out. But I would be more concerned if he was a first-round pick and we were expecting him to start right now. But we're going to be developing here on the side. We got Darnold right there. You see him. Darnold looking from afar. You got Locke. This is your upside play here. And it could be a couple years. Could be a couple months. But you got a player here that has some tools that can allow him to be a big-time asset. And this is the beauty of training camp, OTAs Minicamp, where we're paying attention to these clips, especially more as we get into next year, because this is another player we're going to be paying attention to big time. We're going to be watching him from afar, watching him at these practices, especially at training camp. As these clips roll out, put them together, watch how he's developing, how he's feeling with the offense, how he's being coached up and everything, how he's acclimating. I think you got a lot of potential with this kid. I think you do need to give him some time to season. It's not like this franchise, of course, a different coaching staff, did not hit on a third-round quarterback before. I know things are different. Things can be different. But that's more like on the macro letting you know, like, hey, don't count him out because he's not the first-round pick or anything like that. Or he has blemishes from Alabama. The thing is, if you're looking at things in a positive light, you can definitely see, hey, we got some time to develop, fine-tune some things with different coaches here and get better. Get better. Get calmer, get more collected. That's the thing about this. And we have those tools to ignite. We have that. So if we take that time and things click, the coaching clicks, he clicks, that could be it. That could be it. That could be your quarterback for the next 5 to 10 years. That's what you're really looking at. Now, if you look at Sam Darnold, my question to you, do you think Sam Darnold's going to be your quarterback for the next 5 to 10 years? Do you think you got that? Or do you think this is for a short time, not a long time? Another thing, talking about fantasy for Jalen Milroe, really outside of scope right now for seasonal leagues unless you're doing dart throws and one of your final rounds and best ball tournaments. And you know if you're doing that. So we don't need to go too deep on that. Superflex dart throw once the pools at wide receiver and running back start to dismiss, and you're just taking that to see if he gets his opportunity. And I think if you're in a super flex league where it's like pulling teeth at the quarterback position, I wouldn't mess around too much with those day 3 running backs, just hoping that one hits for you when all he has to do is see the field. And with the amount of hype I'm seeing through the comment section and the views on him through my channel, that I believe that you're going to be able to sell high if he gets the opportunity to start, if you want to sell then, or if you want to sell if he starts looking good, if he starts ramping up, or he starts getting rumors, whatever it is, if that's when you want to capitalize, however you want to do it. But the hype's going to be high. If he starts complete, like say his first opportunity, he's out there, please. Like, I'm not even going to say he goes off. I'll say it's good. Like 62% completion rates, completes some good passes, has that one good throw. Some downside to it, maybe a sack here and there, maybe that. Maybe we even throw a pick and a touchdown, maybe something like that. Just a like an okay opportunity. He's still gonna have hype. He's still gonna have hype to where you can capitalize on that. This is a name that people are watching. The mobility is why, and his mobility while on the field as a starter, and you may want to look at this for seasonal long term. Kind of has that Justin Fields effect with that, where he's going to give you QB1 results even when things aren't going good and he's feeling things out. That's the thing about that for fantasy. That's the thing. You have the dart throw aspect of where you might not get there, but again, the sunk cost isn't very high once you get out of the first round of drafts. And you're looking at day 3 running backs, questionable wide receivers in that range. And you're looking at your league and how trades work in Superflex and Dynasty. And then also you're thinking about this long term. Also in season for redraft, we'll have a unique video if there's even a sniff of opportunity in season. Just talking about his mobility and then probably just showing you Justin Fields' numbers and potential with that. Just as a dart throw guy on the back end of your roster, see what happens as a lottery ticket so no one else picks him up the week after if he starts playing well and the hype goes insane. The hype goes insane, which is going to happen with Jalen Milroe. I definitely see that. Let me know what you think, though, in the comments below. I want to hear about that. Make sure to hit that subscribe button on the way out. One thing for watching. Catch you on the next video.